Happy Super Bowl Sunday, everybody. It's Chris the Batman Statue Collector, and today we're going to be doing a little pre-game hangout, a little live stream, a little live unboxing as well. So I'm really excited about this, and I hope you're all having a great weekend. Thanks to everybody that joined us last night. I was hoping to get this guy on too, since he's a member, but no. But anyway, Billy is here today. It's great to have you here. How's it going, sir?
Doing good. Happy Super Bowl Sunday to everybody, and big shout out to Ben Cave and Wesley and Lane, and I think Justin jumped in later on.
You did.
Those guys did a great job. You know, it's not always easy to just put yourself out there for the masses, and for them guys that never haven't done it before. Well, Lane's been on a couple of shows, but I thought they did really well. So congratulations to those guys. It was a fun show. It was something different. I liked it.
Something fun. And again, I said before the show, like, I didn't know if it'd be a train wreck, because you just never know with like audio, like even like this guy down here, we don't know how he's going to sound. We'll find out here in just a second, because we were having some audio issues, but you just never know whenever you do this stuff live. And so everybody logged in like, 5-10 minutes before the show, and some of them even after the show. So I didn't know how it would go, but it was a lot of fun. And I'm hoping to do that every once in a while. And so it was a lot of fun. There was some people in the chat that felt like it was unfair that we were just doing it with members, but I'm like, well, I just wanted to give back to the members that have supported the channel for so long. And so, I don't know.
Today's a family stream.
Hey, family stream. We got Eric B from All Things Art +1. Introduce this young lady, Eric.
This is my beautiful daughter, Alyssa. We're patiently waiting for the Super Bowl tonight.
Are you just so excited that the Chiefs are not in it?
I am. I do enjoy watching the Chiefs play. So
it'll be interesting to see how well watched it is without them in it.
Well, I mean, Patriots got a big following, so
they do.
I don't know. It's just one city, but yeah, no.
I'm going for the Seahawks.
I'm going for the Seahawks too, and I'll tell you why. Because Sam Darnold was I believe, number 3 pick in the draft he was in, and he was a member of the Jets, and he was supposed to be their franchise guy and the guy to take them to a Super Bowl. And it, like usual with the Jets, it doesn't happen. So to see him in the Super Bowl now, I'm definitely rooting for him to get it done. Yeah. Just put it in Jets fans' faces.
That's nice. And he played for a lot of teams, right?
I was in Minnesota, right, Lewis?
Yeah.
Minnesota, yep.
Minnesota. So, yeah, he's been around a little bit.
That's awesome. Well, you kind of just introduced him a little bit, but would you like to introduce this guy in the bottom square?
That dude right there is married to my beautiful sister, Natalie. He is my brother-in-law, and he is one of the people that I have poisoned. I also poisoned my other brother-in-law to get into statue collecting. And, he's a little bit more disciplined.
Hold on. Here's the appropriate graphic right there. The hashtag enabled.
It's in full effect. So, of course, they come to the house and, I don't know when it was many years ago at this point, and saw the collection and were just like, what in the world is going on here? And, we just start talking about it. They've always been like comic book fans and MCU, DCU guys. But to see some of that 2D art turned into 3D form, and again, it's like we say, either if you don't see it at a con or if you don't see it at someone's house, you may never even know that this stuff exists. So when you see these things in person for the first time, and every statue collector could tell you, it's a big difference than seeing them on TV or seeing it in a book or pictures or something like that. So when they saw it, they got bit by the bug, and they got their first couple of statues. Lewis has been in it for a couple of years now. He's had a lot of great pieces, and he's to the point where some statues he owned and got rid of were so nice he had to buy them twice, and he's got some stuff coming back. So it's like our buddy Dan Default once said, statues are like potato chips. You can't have just one.
Absolutely. And I had a chance to meet Lewis, last year at MegaCon, right? We had dinner together, which was really nice. And also you were a big Disney guy too. So that's even better. Glad to have you here. I was curious, we were just talking about statues and kind of how, we feel about them and how we are introduced to them. What do you think about your dad's collection? I don't know if we've ever had you on the show where you really were able to kind of say what you thought about his stuff that he collects.
You want to say anything about my collection? Yeah, speaking to the mic.
Well, before you say that, who's your favorite rogue besides your dad? Come on.
Well,
that's got to be Billy. It's got to be.
She's been helping me unbox statues since she's been born. We've always shared that experience. Like anytime I got something new in, we would unbox it together.
She's helped me a few times.
Yeah. She's been I'm the unboxer. She's been the camera girl. Few different roles. So.
That's awesome. So do you like the collection, or do you like, oh, Dad's got another one?
No, I like it.
That's cool. That's awesome. I was gonna say it's just so much fun to, experience the unboxing and experience setting it up and all that stuff. And even if you don't love Batman or whatever, whatever we're all into, you have to be able to appreciate the art, which is
it's still art.
It's still art. Yeah, absolutely. And you're into all things art, pun intended. Absolutely.
She's a good artist herself. You guys seen her drawings, so
yeah, absolutely.
She's gonna be.
It runs in the family.
Yeah, excited to see how she, as she progresses, as she gets older, it's getting better and better.
That's awesome. Well, we also have a live unboxing kind of today. Lewis was kind enough to unbox his Prime One Studio brand new Hush statue. So we're going to be watching that and commenting on that as we go. I do want to say hello to everybody. Kind of highlighted them on the screen, but we got Jog Live. Terry is in the house. We got the Ben Cave once again. It was great to have him on last night. Mr. Brad Ladner himself. Got to watch his son play a little song with some guitars on Facebook. That was really fun to watch. We got Wesley once again. It was great to have him on the show. Jason says BSC got me #enabled. Sorry, not sorry. We got Emmanuel in the house from France. Going to watch from France. What time is it there right now, Emmanuel? And he asks, what is her favorite statue? That's a great question.
I was going to ask her that too. I don't know.
Yeah,
what do you like?
Favorite statue in the collection?
Ivy. Good. You answer.
I like the Poison Ivy one.
The Prime One?
Poison. Yeah, so that was my first, I think, 1/3 from.
Yeah, because that was when you switched from the quarter scale.
Purchased
pieces.
that one from Dick Face Alvarez. Shout out to Dick Face.
So much fun to say his name, I tell you. Yeah. But anyway, and what is it about the Ivy one that you like the most?
I just like all the background stuff. It has a lot of the weird plants and the bright pink and green colors.
Yeah, it's got a lot of nice movement to it, which is great. That's a great piece. I love it. I've had it twice, also, and the flesh colored one. I've had all three of them, which is pretty cool.
Do you still have her?
The Ivy?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right there.
Okay.
Let me enlarge my screen. I don't know if she's kind of out of focus, but she's back there.
Yeah, I see her.
Yeah, kind of my Hush corner, and then I'll be adding the Hush Catwoman also. So looking forward to that. Jason's here, BSC. Thank you very much. Ronaldo says hi, everyone. We got Bat Beast in the house. Happy Sunday watching with my son and daughter. That's awesome. I love the family affair we got going on today. Emmanuel says, I knew it. LOL. It's 8 p.m. Okay, at least it's not like 3 a.m. in the morning, which is good. That's good. Well, what are you guys doing for Super Bowl today? Anybody do anything fun and exciting?
I was hoping to get down to Billy's house, but
So yeah, what I was gonna say, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to hit up Alyssa and make sure and invite her. So because I know how much she enjoys coming down here with us.
She's off next Monday.
Make you come down.
She's off next Monday. If she was off tomorrow, I would have brought her because my wife's off tomorrow. I usually go in late, so we could have stayed, late at your, late night at your house. But I don't want to have to, run back early, and she's got to get up early tomorrow morning. But
yeah, it's tough. Yeah,
that's the problem with the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl starts too late for us.
It should be like a holiday. We should get Monday off.
Well, see, that's what we started doing in our. That's like I've got tomorrow off. And the reason is because we had so many people, and I think it's mostly because of the Chiefs with their longer run that we had so many people that didn't show up the day after the Super Bowl. And then it'd be like, I'm for like our building, I'm the truancy coordinator. So I keep track of attendance and I have to do all those awkward phone calls and stuff. And so they just started building it into the schedule where we had the day after the Super Bowl off, which works out great. Because then you can stay up late, you can, do whatever and not have to worry about being back to work or school the next day. So it's too bad you guys don't get that too.
Actually, our town does do that. So like Eric, I'm from New York, but I live in Southern New Jersey, and most of the fans around us are Eagles fans. and they've been, in the Super Bowl, or at least contending for the Super Bowl for, a good little while now, unfortunately. So our school district, when they are in the Super Bowl, does give, well, actually, they don't get the day off. They get a late start. So they,
okay, like a
yeah,
2 hour late start.
a 2 hour.
We're closer to the Jets and the Giants, so I guess that we don't get that privilege because they never win anything. So
It's coming, bro. Relax, okay?
Someday, right? Someday,
But yeah,
maybe.
we'll be partying and drinking, and I will be doing it out of my Rogues Gallery Live pint glass.
limited edition.
Limited edition. So I know Lewis owns this one, and it is a collector's item at this point in time. So whoever has it, hold on.
I never bought one, and now I can't buy it because they don't make it anymore. So I'm so disappointed because
Well,
I had it.
It might be available in the next Rose Gallery Live auction. Let's see if we can get 3 Gs for it.
Get some Finch money.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, I'm working tonight, so I have to head into work. I'm not just a big Disney fan, Chris. I work at Disney as well.
I know you do. I know.
And so tonight we have a big event over at ESPN Wide World of Sports, and I'm going to be helping getting everybody out and home safe to finish off that weekend event that we have, and then try to get some office time in for the second half and watch the end of it as well. So,
well, I know we don't have you for very long, but I did want to ask. Obviously you are a Disney fan. You work there. Major expansions going on at Animal Kingdom. We've got them at Magic Kingdom right now, and elsewhere. What are you most excited about? We've got Villains Land, Tropical Americas. Radiator Springs. Excuse me. What is it? Off-road rally, I think that's what they're going to call it.
Yeah, the new cars area.
Area. So, like, what are you most looking forward to? Since you're there and get to see this every day.
I'm a coaster person. So Monsters Inc., that hanging roller coaster, riding on the door around that big building, watching that area get taken over when I worked at Hollywood Studios, and kind of seeing the building get up and onto the ground now. So I think when that coaster's done, it's going to make that park like truly one of the, probably going to pass Epcot for me. Like as far as like things to do, because I think eating and drinking Hollywood Studios already has. You got Star Wars, you become a toy in Toy Story Land, and then add in Monsters Inc. And I think that's just going to turn into a great park at that point. You'll have everything. You'll have thrill rides. You'll have, kids rides. You'll have everything that anybody as a family wise can do. And I think that's kind of the direction Disney needs to head, is competing a little bit with some of the folks in town that are doing big coasters. I mean, you guys went to Universal. You've seen Velocicoaster and all those kinds of in the new Epic universe. So I think Disney is headed that way, with a little bit more thrill ride, a little bit more fun, exciting ride, kind of, compete in the market a little bit. And I think that's going to end up being my favorite park once that's done, because not that Monsters Inc. is my favorite IP for Disney, but I think the concept of it looks very cool. And as my kids get older and can ride more coasters, I think that's just something that we're going to look forward to every time we
took
go.
a massive chunk of that employee parking lot back there for this for the show building, and it's going to be pretty nuts. But I hope it's fun. And they're also going to build, at least they teased, a Maleficent roller coaster back in Villains Land at the Magic Kingdom. So that'll be really neat, I think, too. I'm hoping that's really fun. Because again, I agree. I'm excited for the thrill. Do you like the announcement of Josh D'Amaro as the CEO?
I've never met him, but I mean, he is always smiling. He seems like a great guy. The cast that work in there love him. He's obviously driven many things forward at this point. So yeah, looking forward to see what he can do, and letting Bob Iger rest as well. He's done his time, and he's done an amazing job with everything at Disney. So it's going to be fun to see where Josh takes us as a company.
That's awesome. Well, I could talk about Disney for hours and hours and hours, as you guys know.
That's another podcast.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say.
What you guys ended up doing at the bar that night.
That's true.
Yeah, we did. That's right. But anyway, this is your show, guys. This is your hangout show in the chat. So anything you guys want to talk about. But again, I know we have him just for a short amount of time because he does have to go to work. So do you guys want to go ahead and start with the unboxing video here, and we'll kind of, we can talk over it, or you can kind of chime in where you go, but let's just play it.
All right, welcome everyone to a live unboxing of Prime One Studio Superman Hush from the
Big box.
Batman Hush series.
There's the
This
rogue
is
scope.
the exclusive version,
There it
the
is.
bonus version. So I do have the extra head sculpt. So I did record this yesterday, Chris. I gotta admit, I don't know that I can ever do one of these actually live. This was nerve-wracking enough to record and trying to get things out of the box while not trying to stop the video and restart and everything. So I don't know if I can actually do one of these live, but this was fun to do yesterday. And
So
I
he
had
hit
some
me
help
up and he was
from
like,
my
you
brother-in-law
know,
as well.
should I watch some unboxings to see how they're done? I'm like, no, man, just have fun with it. Just let it go, you know?
Well, I've said that in the past. Sometimes it ruins the experience because you're so focused on the camera angles and making sure like everything's going okay. You're not even paying attention to the statue.
Yeah, I find that doing these all the time that I just like it's not until usually like until I've reviewed it and just kind of sit there and look at it, because that's really the first time I've had a chance to like just sit there, and because I try to get the review done real quick and I try to get the, you know, obviously the live unboxing. And but you're right, sometimes you just kind of completely miss the experience. Ooh, there's that Jim Lee portrait. What do you think of that?
Looks good.
Yeah.
They all look amazing. They're all great portraits. This one was really good. I warned people you got to watch out for the curl in the hair on that one. And I was told that's something that happened with the 1/3 as well. But when you're taking the paper off, the curl in the hair gets caught right in that
Yeah,
paper.
I actually
that
just
you're trying
had
to do.
somebody reach out to me. I forget who it is. I'm going to be repairing that for somebody. The curl snapped right off on the 1/3.
Yeah. I remember when I unboxed it, there was a little piece of foam in between the curl and
This is the first time
forehead.
I'm taking these out and looking at them with you guys. So
Lewis, were they in the box
absolutely
attached
amazing.
to the stands?
No, the stands are individually in the box, and all the there's that's the one. And then all the head sculpts are in their own slots as well. That just caused me some issues with the paper.
Yeah, Jeff Delaney had a great review on his channel. He added this one to his collection. It was a no-brainer. Was this a like a no-brainer piece for you, like a kind of a day one pre-order type thing?
It was. I'm working on a Justice League line, so I already have Flash, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, and then so Superman, Hush. I've actually had another Superman. It was a custom piece. And when this one came out, I pre-ordered it day one, and then I worked on selling the other Superman. They're actually a lot alike. This one is much cleaner and better looking now that I have it in hand. But yeah, I'm working on a Justice League line, so Batman will be coming later this year. I'm getting the quarter scale Batman Rebirth.
Okay, with the
black
graveyard
suit,
scene.
with the graveyard scene, yes sir.
Yeah, nice.
And that'll go right next to them there. And I have the art already set up for it and everything. That one got delayed about 6 months recently. At the end of the year, they said something about factories. They sent an email, so that one's looking more like June to August now this year.
Okay, we'll have to do that again because I'm not planning on that piece, so we'll have to have you do another review for that one. That'll be a lot of fun.
That'll be fun.
Great base. Obviously, this one takes up so much less room than the third scale, just because the third scale had the big giant base and the wings and stuff. And I'm assuming are you planning on putting it on that top shelf back there?
Yes. It's already there. I did put it up there. I only have about an inch of space up there, so changing the head sculpts is interesting. I have to like put my finger between the head and the wall, make sure I don't bump it against the wall or the ceiling. But yeah, he's already up there. Heavy piece, very heavy.
It looks like it.
So I was just about to ask you if it's going to be heavy. Usually Prime 1's usually like solid and heavy.
The base and the torso, not the legs so much. Like the legs, I felt like I can kind of do anything with, but the torso and cape are one piece, and so very heavy.
So I would imagine I would imagine the legs have to be solid because it has like a rod shooting throughout the whole body, you know, at least up to the waist. Hopefully they did that. You know,
I think it's exactly the same, you know, engineering that they use for the third scale, from what I could tell.
No, the third scale, the body is all one piece.
Oh, that's right. It was. That's right.
So you just put the portraits and the cape on.
I wonder why they did it separately. Do you think it's just for weight?
I mean, I heard the sculpted cape version of the third scale, some of them had some leaning issues over time, but that just could be, you know, the environment that the statue was in.
Yeah, it could be. Somebody's asking, if I ordered this one pretty recently, should I expect it to get here later than most who ordered it? It really
Where
just
you order it
depends.
from.
Yeah, it just depends on who you ordered it from. If you ordered it direct from Prime One or Sideshow, they tend to get it a little quicker. Comic Concepts, they usually get it at the same time around Sideshow time. Sometimes like people like Spec Fiction get it a little later, depending. It just depends on the piece and who you ordered it from. Man, that looks good right there.
Yeah, it does.
It's really good.
Yeah, that sculpted cape was the way to go. It looked that cape looks so much better to me than the third scale cape.
All right. So as somebody who owns the third scale, this right here, I mean, 1/4 and 1/3, two completely different things. I'm primarily a 1/3 guy. So of course I'm always gonna go lean towards 1/3 stuff. But as far as just Superman statues, I think this one is probably the best, in my opinion, the best Superman statue ever done. You got the 3 portraits. I like the cape flow on this one better than the original third scale. And although I like the angels on the third scale, the Superman logo on third scale is on the back. So
Right.
you can see it.
Yep.
The fact that it's on the front here and they made that little change, I think is really, really good.
Do you have a favorite portrait?
Who, me?
Yeah.
So that's interesting, right? So you never know what you're gonna get until the statues are here, and this is probably my only critique on the statue. I also asked, and I was told after the fact that there's a reason why, but so what I wanted to do originally was the looking down portrait. I think that was gonna be the favorite for me. I got him up high. I was gonna have him looking down at the ground. Batman looks at the ground. The only issue is it looks weird because if you want the looking down kind of straight down, the base would have to turn and the S would not be centered. The rest of them, it's kind of he's looking to the left, so he's more straight on and even and like kind of with the S kind of straight up and down. The looking down portrait, he looks over to the right, so he'd actually be kind of staring at Flash's swirl, which didn't make sense for the display.
Yeah.
So what shocked me about this was what's up there now is the actual Hush portrait with the ivy and the red eyes. I now that I have it in hand, I really love that one, and I have the other 3 on the stands. But those are going to change a lot. I feel like with this one, since I'm going to keep those since there is stands, and I'm going to keep those out. But right now, the ivy one actually kind of blew me away, and I love it. Absolutely love that portrait, and I have it up there now, and it looks fantastic because it is kind of looking straight on.
I was gonna say, whenever I had it, I didn't have it in the Batcave for very long because I was trying to like justify him as kind of being kind of a villain because he was there temporarily because Ivy has him under her control. But that was my favorite portrait too. I really liked the red eyes. I just thought it made it look really pretty awesome and menacing and just a little bit different.
That's what I was going to. Yeah. I was going to say, like, is this the most quintessential Superman of all time? Because I don't know, is it truly representing Superman? Because he was a villain in the story. Like when I see the statue, I think of him as a villain because I see I'm thinking of the Hush story.
Yeah, that right there.
There's no doubt it's a great statue.
Lewis, does the base have like vines on it? Because the third scale does.
No, nothing like that. But what I was gonna say about the third scale is I was told that, and Billy, you can confirm, but I was told that the base kind of rotates. Does it the piece in the middle will rotate?
The pillar rotates, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess you can display it with the S in the front. Yeah.
Right. Well, this one doesn't. So like I want the looking down portrait, but with the pillar not rotating, he won't look straight down. He's gonna look over to the right. And it
did the pillar rotate on all the 1/3, or was it more like just the fabric or just the sculpt?
I don't know. I have the fabric and it rotated. So
yeah, I had the rotating one also. It basically was kind of like this ball bearing type thing where it had like this rotated on ball bearings, and it I forgot about that too, that it rotated. So thank you very much, Ryan, for commenting there. But I could see where that is a nitpick for some collectors. Obviously depends on which head you have on.
this looks awesome.
But like when you showed the Jim Lee portrait, there's been some photos I'm like, I feel like he looks a little drawn, a little tired or something. But like when you showed it, when you unboxed him, I'm like, the Jim Lee portrait looks really good to me. I'm impressed. Here, let me
doesn't look like it's gonna take up a lot of room.
Yeah, I think that looks really good.
Yeah.
The paint is really good.
Yeah, I like it. That's a nice shadow around his eyes.
Lewis, you said you had the 1/3 or no?
No, I've just seen it at Billy's house.
I don't remember if you had it.
Stanley says it looks cool. It does indeed. And Digi says, is this a good pairing with Batman on Throne, Tactical Throne? I don't know if it'd be a great pairing just because he is so much taller. Although if he is hovering in the background, that might look kind of cool, actually.
That could work, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have it side by side, but if you had him kind of like if you had him like your portrait with the evil eyes and the ivy right behind him on the Tactical Throne, that could actually look pretty awesome, actually. But I think
I actually had Tactical Throne for about a week. And what ended up happening was because we were looking at it so much and chatting with Billy a bunch, and Green Lantern so in motion, Wonder Woman so in motion, Flash is so in motion, and then Batman was just sitting there, and we thought if Hush comes in and he's also in motion and kind of ready to fight, and Batman's just sitting there, didn't think it would work, and it really didn't work with the other statues. It would have had to gone off to the side and been its own display. It didn't work with all the action poses. So I moved on from it actually a lot faster than I would have liked to, because I thought it was a great piece. And I had just the economy version because that's what I had space for. But yeah, it really didn't work at the time. But again, to each his own. Every collector's got to make their own decisions. But at that time, I said that's not going to work, and then I went down the Batman Rebirth and pre-ordered that one, which I think will be great because he's very much in an action pose.
Louis, did you get the blue or the black on the Rebirth?
Black.
Black.
So why did you pick that one versus, let's say, like the Hush Batcave version?
I don't think the Hush Batcave version's priced very fairly, first of all. So I didn't love that pricing, even though this is about the same pricing. I just think I'm getting more for the statue. I wouldn't call myself the biggest Hush fan either, but this Superman is obviously awesome. But I think the black suit Batman is just my Batman. That's what I grew up with. That's what I like to look at. That's what I'm used to. So
Same.
Black suit Batman is my Batman. That's why I just chose that suit.
Well, and I would say too that this statue, it doesn't have to just be a Hush Superman. It could be any Superman. It looks great. I saw a photo of this next to Sideshows where he's kind of like, flying up, and it's got that really cool cape. I would say that those two statues are just my favorite two Superman statues that have ever been done. They just are so well conceived, and it looks great. And so massive congratulations on this, by the way.
The Sideshow K-Bros one, is a great piece too, but I think this one gets it.
Yeah, I think so too. So, I mean, you're obviously overall happy with it.
Very happy with it. It's I think it's going to be on your Batsy Awards at the end of the year, and the whole thing. This is easily one of the most hyped statues, and it definitely came through. Everything on it, paint, shading, the 4 head sculpts, the stands that come with it, the base. I mean, everything it's perfect. It's awesome. Love it up there.
That's awesome. Well, I haven't really seen anybody have any issues with theirs. People are finally starting to kind of get them right now in droves. So it's always exciting, especially like this time of year, because a lot of times they don't ship right now because of Chinese New Year. So to get people to be getting stuff like right now in January, February-ish, it's pretty great. So I'm really glad you got it in.
Yeah, thanks. So doing the video was fun. My brother-in-law was here. He helped me make sure all the portraits were in focus. He's behind the scenes giving me thumbs up or move it up or down or move it back for me. So I can do the 4K. So I couldn't really see it, but it was a lot of fun to do. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you taking the time to do it. And again, we'll have to definitely do it for the Rebirth one. That'd be a lot of fun.
I'll let you know when it's coming in.
So we can't have it unboxing on the BSC channel without asking, how was the toxic new statue smell when you were opening it?
Isn't that the greatest smell in the world? That fresh resin.
Pure cancer is what they call that in California. It's just,
My whole house stinks like that right now because every time I work on something, when I finish, I have to spray the clear coat, and it reeks up the whole entire house.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's usually the clear coat. I mean, it could be the paint too, but yeah, the clear coat stinks.
And say with much as you use paint and stuff, can you even smell anymore at this point?
Oh, I'm very sensitive to that stuff. I told you guys working on a skate deck, and I've been moving it up and between the floors wherever I am. So if I'm downstairs, I move it upstairs so I don't smell it, and then when I go up there, I move it down here so I don't smell it. It's finally starting to diminish a little bit, but that lacquer is pretty strong.
Are you working on any statue projects right now?
Yeah, I'm working on a Red Lantern. After that, I'm doing a repair for an OG Hulk. A few Wolverines, a few more Hulks. I'm pretty much booked for the entire year of painting stuff. So different projects.
How are you going to paint my ventriloquist if you're so booked up?
I think that'll be easy. I actually want to squeeze that in for myself too, because I never have time to do anything for myself. So I think I want to. I don't know if you did want one. How would you want it really like true to scale or a little bit bigger? You think? 'Cause he's like a small little doll, right?
Oh, I was talking about the whole thing.
Oh, you want the? I thought you just wanted the little Scarface guy.
Well, I mean, if I didn't get the whole thing, I would want the Scarface. I mean, just like you said, it would be cool just to have him.
Remember, Scarface used to be on your Joker, the Arkham Joker back in the day?
It was the exclusive, and that's what I love so much about it. But I really like the whole statue itself, and I love the patterning on his jacket and stuff. I think it looks really cool. I don't know. I mean, have you ever printed from that particular company?
Oh yeah, their work is phenomenal. There's some of the best sculpts out there when it comes to 3D printing.
I'm still close to maybe having you do that. I don't know if you have time, but like again, I don't know if I would want to do quarter or third though. Have you ever done a third scale one?
Yeah.
How did it turn out?
Good. That's one of the things I have lined up. I'm going to be working on a 1/3 scale cable from the X-Men. So be like the first third scale cable that's out there, unless somebody else comes out with one first. Yeah.
That's awesome. Are you doing videos on it?
Yeah. I try to do videos on everything. But like even like Lewis is saying, it kind of slows you down, from a progression of actually working or trying to get something done. Because then again, I'm trying to focus on camera angles and making sure I'm getting everything recorded. So it does slow down the process when I have to record stuff instead of just focusing on working on something and getting it done.
I think they really do help though, because I know a lot of people are, I like to read the comments and stuff, and I know it's really helped people figure out how to 3D print or how to learn how to paint. And I've learned a ton from your videos, so it's been awesome.
Yeah, I just finished editing the skateboard video today, so I'm doing that as a promotional video for this paint company. They wanted me to test out their paints, so I did that for them. So that'll be out in a few days, which was a lot of fun. So it's back to painting 2D. I haven't painted anything like on a flat surface in a very long time. Everything's been statues and 3-dimensional.
I've got somebody that wanted to do a promotional thing with me. It's
the skate deck upstairs.
Yeah.
let's see what they're called.
Yeah, actually, I'll show it to you.
It's called Fan Home, and it's subscription based collections, and they have like where you can build your own Batmobiles, and you can have like comic book lots and different things like that. So they're sending me one to show off everybody. I'm excited about it. They look really cool. Let me see if I can blow this up so you guys can see it.
I just sent my daughter to get the skateboard. I'll show you guys how it looks. I think I sent you guys photos.
You guys can see this. I don't know if it'll.
You got to make yourself big, dude.
Huh?
You have to make yourself big.
I did.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, you can build your own Batmobiles and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see.
So here's the board I was working on all week. So it's Batman animated.
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
Oh, I love the Scarecrow.
You see, it's got that triple thick gloss glaze on it, so it reeks to high heaven right now.
I bet it does.
So cool piece.
Yeah, that's fun.
We were joking around last
awesome,
night about getting the wheels right before Delaney gets on you.
Well, I was telling you with skateboard art, they don't put the wheels; they just hang them on the walls without the wheels.
Yeah, I just learned all about that stuff. Looks good.
Looks great. Digi says I just got the PCS Daredevil from Big Bad Toy Store, and it seems to be consistently being pushed back. I feel like they are one of the ones that take the longest to get anything from them. They do really great shipping, and they, really well protected and stuff. But yeah, it's a long wait. Eric, do you do repaints?
Yeah, the first one that comes to mind is I did the repaint on the Sideshow Dark Side. If you want to go on my Instagram and look at that.
Oh, the Cheeto hand.
Cheeto
hand. The whole thing. I repainted the whole thing. I redid the rock texture of his skin, so it's more pronounced. gave it a little bit more pop, some more shading and highlighting. I was supposed to do a repaint on the OG Spider-Man from Sideshow, but ran out of time on that. The guy ended up selling it. I'm trying to think if I repainted Eddie from what's that band?
Oh, Iron Maiden one.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
the
did the
Iron
Iron
Maiden,
Maiden repaint from Sideshow statues. So yeah, there's a few things on my Instagram and on YouTube.
Stanley says, "Is it hard to paint statues?"
Maybe not hard. It's definitely very time consuming, especially with me. I'm very slow, so
certainly a learning curve. I mean, you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I have a background in painting to begin with, so
Do you have a favorite one you've done?
the transition was a little bit quicker. That's a good question. I think the one, it's not even finished. The one I'm about to work on now, the Red Lantern, I'm really excited for that because I think it's going to look really cool when it's done. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with Red Lantern. It's the I'm going to say his name wrong. Atritus or Trotus or something like that. But yeah, he's a really cool looking character.
That's awesome. Digi says, "What is your Insta, Eric?"
It's all things art.
Yep, great account. Definitely follow him over there if you haven't done so. Of course, Eric did a phenomenal repair job for me on my broken, and it's stronger now than it was when I got it. But it's the Batman Damned. You fixed the leg and repainted that, and that turned out great.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of repairs also this month. I don't really take them too often because those are really time consuming, but I opened my schedule and took in a few repairs, so I'm doing a lot of that right now as well.
You're side hustling left and right.
Yeah, it's always always struggling. Nickel and diamond money here and there.
And that's the thing, is keeping busy. That's a hard problem to have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is going on with you guys in collecting lately? I don't see a ton of questions in the chat, so we'll just go to you guys. What are you guys looking forward to? We talked about that last night.
If I could just jump in and say thank you again, Chris. I am going to take off. I appreciate you guys. Hope everybody enjoyed, and we'll do it again.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry you have to go to work now.
Me too. But
yeah,
got to do it. Take care.
All right, man.
All right,
Talk to you later.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't imagine he's going to ESPN. That must be like chaotic there.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy. I got the LBS Thanos coming in first week of March.
And that is coming from Statue Brothers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see that.
He's already on a boat, so hopefully I think they said, first week of March, so a couple of weeks.
Was he on track from where they said that he was supposed to come out, or was he delayed?
No, he was good.
Okay.
I haven't seen any LBS pieces that were pushed back too much. They don't have the edition size is small on those, usually 150, 200 or something like that. Maybe the Batman was a little more, but now Jay's been pumping those out. Everybody who's an LBS fan knows how fast he wants to get it to you. So Wolverine is out, and people are starting to get Thanos too. So it's it, a couple of weeks.
Well, last week I did order the Joker. I don't know if I told you. I think I did, but I did finally order the Joker from them.
You got the purple, right?
I got purple with the Harley. Yeah. And again, I don't know if I'm going to use the Harley or not, but I just wanted her just in case. But I decided to go the purple, and I think it already said like quarter 2, I think, of this year or something like that. It's supposed to ship. So I was like, whoa, I didn't realize they're going to try to pump them out that fast. But I don't know. I was just curious if they were, on the money in terms of when they're actually saying they're shipping or not, or I don't know. But I don't know. Where are you going to put that Thanos?
Probably next to Hulk. So I have to shift some things around where the X-Men guys go. I'll probably move them over, and or maybe drop Cyclops to the lower shelf. So sold a couple of quarter scales, so made a little bit of room.
What X-Men that they haven't made yet do you want?
Would you do a 1/3 Daredevil? You don't have that, right? Remember I showed you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He'd do that in a second.
In a second, like day one. The PCS one that somebody mentioned is a great piece. I heard some things about there's like a rod that kind of holds him in that suspended kind of spot. Yeah, and I wasn't in love with. There was a better portrait that was the exclusive. I thought it when he had like his mouth closed as opposed to the one that he was screaming. But I was probably close to getting that one. But there's like that wall in the back and everything, and yeah. But I think Jay eventually will get to Daredevil, and it's too popular of a character not to. And yeah, that'll be a day one. So yeah. What X-Men characters haven't? I mean,
He's about to die.
Like, what about female characters?
My charger. Over here. You grab? Oh, actually, no. It's right here.
I don't know. I mean, I remember Eric had he was working on a 1/3 Beast that looked great. Remember that one? But it was supposed to be 1/4 or something like that.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be 1/4, and the guy printed it in 1/3, and I sent it back. But I did the 1/4.
I think a Beast, like a 1/3 Beast, would be just crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome. I wish I could have painted. The guy didn't want it in 1/3 though. The extension cord.
Yeah.
What about like I said? What about any of the females? Would you want Rogue or Psylocke or any of those?
I think I would.
You don't really have too many X-Men pieces, right?
Me, no,
Yeah.
no. I had like in quarter scale, I had like the Gambit that had like that big kinetic thing in the front. You know, like that was a great piece. I had like the XM Professor X. I had a lot when I was in quarter scale. I had them all over the place, but there's not too many in terms of 1/3. Obviously, there's not too many Marvel pieces until LBS came along in 1/3.
What about Loki?
The Loki, I think, if you wanted to pair him with Thor, yeah, I think that would be a great idea. You know,
Yeah.
But
I mean, you have basically the heroes, but now that you're introducing Thanos, you kind of are changing it a little bit because you had all
I
heroes.
have the Magneto as well, which is
That's right. You do have Magneto.
That
That's
is
right.
that is a great statue. Probably the best. It's based off the Jim Lee cover, you know, so probably one of the best Magnetos ever done.
It might be my favorite one.
Yeah,
of the line.
100% agree. I kind of want another Avenger, maybe like Hawkeye or something, like one of the original Avengers to keep that kind of going. You know, we got the 4 main ones, right? And I think a comic Hawkeye would be.
You think he would
cool.
sell though? Like, I wonder if he would.
I think he would sell much in the way that a Martian Manhunter would sell. Like, like is anybody just going out there asking for a Martian Manhunter? No, but if you want to have the whole Justice League line, he's kind of essential, right? He's one of the core guys. Same thing with Hawkeye as far as the original Avengers. He's one of the core guys. So if that's a line that you want to complete and have them, I think everybody who has Hulk, Cap, Iron Man, you would want to get that piece. Yeah.
Question for people that have ordered from Statue Brothers. Zal7905 says, "What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. I ordered the Joker from Statue Brothers 2. Have you been hit with any tariff charges through them? If so, what does that look like?"
No.
I haven't yet. I don't, but I mean, I've only ordered once, so you've ordered a couple times, I think.
Yeah, no. I ordered, and they usually send you a invoice, and then another follow up. You know, with options to pay. You can pay it in full. You can pay it in payments, and I mean, the few pieces that I've gotten from them, I paid it in full, so it ships. You get a tracking, and it gets on a boat, it ships, and then that tracking starts working when it gets stateside, and then that's it. So it was just there's no tax. So it was just the price of the statue on the website plus whatever the shipping cost is, and that's it.
Mine's been really weird because when I bought it, it said that like it didn't charge me yet. It says that they would follow up with another
they send
email.
You a receipt, and then you get a follow-up email, and that's where you have options of how you want to pay.
Okay, but I haven't got that yet, so I don't know if that's maybe they are on Chinese New Year already, but I haven't got anything back from them, and it's been like 5 or 6 days, so I'm like, it makes me a little nervous.
Don't know about Chinese New Year.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Philip says I got hit with tariffs on Sideshow for Thor, $72.
Yep.
Yeah, and I feel like it's just kind of hit or miss. I'm not sure what the rhyme or reason is, but usually I think Sideshow's saying what it is though, right? I mean, they're saying up front like this is the tariff fee that you're going to be paying. I think now.
I've seen all different tariff fees. I'm kind of curious as to how they calculate them. You know, like some of them have been in the 40s, you know, $45, $46. Like Jeff, I think he said the Cat Bane was, $40 something, and then I've seen other people that have gotten for less expensive statues $75, $76. So I don't know. It's kind of like interesting how they're calculating that.
Yeah. Viva Speaker says, how do you guys feel about the PCS announcing the Jennifer's Body 1/4 when it clearly is a terrible likeness? Are they putting too much out right now, or is it best to expect from them? So speaking of that, boom. there's the thumbnail for tomorrow's video. A little spoiler alert. But it's bad. It's bad.
Is it supposed to look like her, or you think they just don't have the full license and they're trying to kind of like what they did with like Blade, where they?
I mean, I see Megan Fox there, but it's 15 years ago SciShow. It's so dumbed down from what every other company is doing in terms of likeness right now.
Here's the thing with them. I thought the Arnold stuff was okay. You could tell it's Arnold. And then the Prince pieces that they did. There was one on a motorcycle. There was a Super Bowl one that looks good. So it's not like
some of the horror ones have looked decent.
Yeah, so it's not like their actor likenesses are always off.
Right.
It's not. I mean, she might just be harder to capture. But continue to go back to the drawing board if that's the case before you go and put it out, because I know it's supposed to be her because I know the movie. But if I just saw that piece, would I be thinking Megan Fox right off the bat? No.
Yeah, I'd never seen the movie. John on Facebook, the Everyday Collector, had a good comment. He was like, "It's Jennifer's body, but the girl next door's face."
I feel like, and I mean, again, spoiler, but I say this in the video. I just feel like their strong suit is video game animated stuff. I just feel like they need to leave the likeness stuff to the other companies, because everybody else is so far ahead.
So far ahead, yeah.
So far ahead. And again, I want them to be successful. And I know Ant recently said that they're going to kind of take it to the next level. This ain't it.
No, this is a step back.
I do too. I'm kind of even surprised that they would go ahead and release it and show it to everybody. It would be like, surely somebody had to be like,
it's the same time.
Let's just wait. I don't know. Do you guys prefer solo statues or fight dioramas? Good question.
I'll let Chris take that one, as he's gotten into the dio.
I've fallen in love with these Prime 1 Studio dioramas. They've been so much fun. The Batman versus Clayface, I'm super excited about. Somebody asked about like our anticipated Prime 1 pieces. That's definitely on my list. I've really fallen in love with the quarter scale dioramas. I think Prime 1 has just nailed them. Billy, you just recently got the Batman versus Batman Who Laughs. Is it still in your collection? Is it still something you're looking at every day?
Yeah, actually, it's something different. I don't have any other dios, so it's definitely something different. They were smart to do that, and they were smart to do it in quarter scale, so you can keep the price relatively decent, but you're getting two statues in one. It's not like the 1/3 Superman versus Doomsday. Now, Doomsday's a bigger character, but you also only got the torso of him, as and Superman was over him. But it's that Batman versus Batman Who Laughs was a pretty good value.
Yeah.
For the price, you got 3 heads each. If you got the deluxe bonus, 2 full scale characters, and a life size skull on the base, in case anyone didn't hear. But
I used to say years ago. I used to say years ago, dios used to be my favorite in terms of collection. I don't know if you guys remember Tim from Immortalized in Stone, the cheap ass.
Oh yeah, Tim Kasich, yeah.
Tim Kask, yeah. So his collection used to be all dioramas. That's like all he had, like behind IKEA packs.
He did those Iron Studios versus
statues. It was just
a
mixture of all dios. That's all he collected, and it just looked really cool. It was like all these little battle scenes, and I always said, I was like, it almost inspired me. I was like, I wish my collection looked like that. I always wanted to like do something like that. So I'm glad these companies are coming back and doing like more dios again. So I think they look really cool when you have like a lot of them.
Yeah, I agree, and I like I said, I feel like Prime 1 especially is hitting those out of the park. Whereas like the complete opposite is like LBS is more very museum. Prime One's kind of a cross between museum and sometimes dynamic with their third scales. But I feel like the sweet spot is that quarter scale, because even like Iron Studios, those were all like 6 scale versus, I think, if I remember right, because I had like the Batman versus Bane that they did.
Yeah, I think back then Tim had like a lot of the smaller. It was like 1/10 scale, 1/6 scale. I mean,
Yeah,
they had big.
the McFarlane ones. There was a Batman versus Croc. Actually, it was really good
Yeah.
too. I think they did that one in blue and black.
Superman versus Doomsday. Remember he had a
Yeah.
bunch of them. He had like I think he had Star Wars stuff. And
Yeah, he had a good collection. I wonder if is he still around? I haven't really seen him.
Not really. Every once in a while I see him pop up on Facebook, but he's not really around anymore.
Yeah, a lot of those old timers, they kind of just disappeared. It was just
Old-timers.
sad. Well, I mean,
You're the only one, bro.
I know. I'm
guy,
like
but
the
he'll
last
do.
one standing for me. I know. No kidding. I actually did Zal says I actually did the payment plan and have a few payments left. Never ordered from them. He's talking about Statue Brothers, but thanks for the insight. Absolutely.
Yeah, you'll be fine. They're really good people.
Vic's Comic Picks says, thanks for the Supercraft Batman. I think the Supercraft Batman will stay on track for May. I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. They've been quite quiet online, so I'm wondering if it's been behind again. I really want to see the full Wonder Woman reveal they teased back in October. I don't know. It's been kind of weird with them with kind of how long it's taking for it. But again, having the Morgan in hand, like it's still one of the most beautiful statues I've ever seen in person. So I 100% believe in what Supercraft is doing. If they can put that kind of quality out, obviously, I haven't actually had a production in hand, so I don't know. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that they're just behind and they bit off more than they could chew and they're just kind of trying to kind of get caught up, or do you think it's a factory issue, or what do you think?
Well, they didn't make that many of those Batmans, so it's not like there's hundreds of them. But they're also new, and you might just want to get it right. I don't know.
I kind of get the impression they're doing everything like in house, like they are their own factory. Like every time they share pictures, and I just have like this weird hunch that they are their own thing. Like they're not sending anything out. They're literally sitting there working on each one by one, like themselves.
So that would take longer. I mean, if they're not necessarily, I mean, obviously they're skilled artists, but if they're not like somebody that does it every single day for years and years, like a lot of the factory painters do, that could take longer. And obviously they're going to want to make sure that especially this first one has to be really good out of the gate, because if it's bad, people aren't going to want to order from them in the future. So I think they're probably wanting to put a little extra love and care in this one.
Might also be taking a little bit because, with the Batman, there were different options that could raise the price. And so there was different materials with the real pearls and, the other things that they were offering for the different tiers. So it's not like they're just making one version of it. There were a few different things that were going on,
Yeah, absolutely. Led says diodes convey so much more than a singular statue. But again, I feel like there's a time and place for both. Sometimes just a singular statue conveys strength. It just looks awesome. But, it just kind of depends on what you're wanting.
But just to go back,
I like both.
Yeah, me too. Like, just to go back to the LBS pieces, if you wanted just like a Captain America, he's a standalone piece in a museum pose. But if you have it the way that I do, that I know a lot of LBS collectors do, where you have all of them, it almost looks like a dio, because they're all the same height. They're all kind of in that museum pose. So it kind of ends up looking like that.
Yep. Viva Speaker says, I wonder if they just need to acknowledge they're never going to be on companies like Prime One's level for paint and quality and lower everyone's expectations, but also charge less. And you're referring to the PCS.
Yeah.
And that's what I said too, is like, there's nothing wrong with that Jennifer's Body statue, except for if they're going to charge the price they're going to charge for it. Now, if they lower the price by a lot, then that's fine. But I feel like to charge what other companies are charging for a lot less likeness quality, that's where I feel like the struggle is. And again, I'm hoping that they tweak it. I'm sure that they will. I'm sure that they've listened to feedback, as I really haven't heard anything positive on that piece at all from anybody.
I mean, were there any people that were asking for that character from that movie? It's kind of a B-list movie,
It is.
I've never heard of the movie.
I mean, again, Megan Fox is, pretty popular actress, so I could see where there would be some interest there among collectors, but I just feel like it needed to be a home run in terms of her face, especially. Green Lantern for LBS is coming for pre-order next week. 2 different colors. Yes, indeed. Is that something either one of you would order? Not me.
LBS Green Lantern.
Yeah. I'm not much into the Justice League, but again, just like we were talking about earlier, if you're all in on, doing that whole Justice League core thing, you got the Flash up for PO, and he's essential. I mean, personally, I like the Prime One piece that had Badger too. Remember that? It was like a light up and a couple of different. It was the Hal Jordan one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
That's extremely hard to find. Like,
Is that the one where the LBS he did all different head sculpts, so you could do like Sinestro?
You could do
like
Sinestro too. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think it looks good. Yeah.
I kind of like the Prime 1/3 too. That looks
that's the one I just
I saw those
in rocks and stuff.
Paint fumes again to me.
That's a great piece.
Yeah, the one from Prime 1 I saw in San Diego, and it was him and Sinestro, and they were just phenomenal. And they have all the it's just dynamic, but
yeah, that thing's
all
awesome.
the colors and stuff. Nate Rose says, "What's you guys' opinion about Diamond Select Gallery? I bought the Two-Face yesterday. I actually have had that piece. It's fantastic. The problem with Diamond Select obviously is they've gone out of business. And they've that's a big problem. And so they're first of all, they lost the DC license a number of years ago. So they were just making Marvel and I think Star Wars and some other things. So getting those DC pieces at this time is going to be more and more difficult. Although you might be able to still find some on eBay and some other places, but the DC stuff they quit making years ago and now they're bankrupt. So it's just unfortunate because that was a really fun company that put out a lot of really nice product for really decent price points. And they were even getting into like resin busts and things like that. And so,
McFarlane.
Do what?
McFarlane kind of put them out of business, or
I think that probably didn't help any. Yeah. I really don't know. I think a lot of it had to do with Diamond Select's like distribution, like more of their like comic distribution. And I think this was just kind of like an offshoot of that. Because I think that's actually what went bankrupt. So I think it just was like this domino effect of unfortunate. We had a friend of the channel, Zach Oat. He was kind of their PR guy. So I don't know like what happened to him. Like I don't know if he's still involved or not. So I don't know.
Because I feel like they were for a lot of collectors, that's where people started with those. There was the Premier line, and the 1/6 stuff.
Entry level. It's entry level.
Yeah, exactly. There was the and like you said, the little 3rd scale bust. I believe it was called Legends in 3D, where it was like they had like there was more Marvel. There was that really good Vader with the cracked helmet. It was great. I mean that's a great piece, and so sucks.
It does. But anyway, I think the Two-Face is awesome. I really like it, and I would like to see more Two-Face on the market for sure. Do you think dynasty teams are good or bad for a sport? I dig it.
I think what's going on in baseball right now is tough. I don't want to get too crazy into it, but the sport needs a cap. I don't know if it's ever going to get one, because you won't have a sport. You're going to have the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Mets, all those teams will be competing for championships, and Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, teams like that will never have a shot. Whereas in the NFL, where they do have a hard cap, it's easy to turn things around in a shorter amount of time. So like the Kansas City Chiefs, to have the dynasty that they do, I think it's just a testament to drafting and smart free agent pickups and things like that. So I'm okay with it in that sense. And it's kind of hard as a Yankee fan to say, well, a team with financial advantages, it is bad for the sport, where the Yankees did that for years. I would like to all sports for every team to have a legitimate shot at least competing for a playoff spot. Kind of keeps the league interesting and keeps the sport interesting, as far as like you can come in as a fan base with hope that your team can make a run. Because most fan bases, like I said, especially in baseball, outside of the teams I mentioned, they go into every season knowing that there's no shot.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's tough. Vic's comic pick says it's just sort of random. This is they're talking about the Jennifer's body. Considering how many other lines they have going, like they didn't even do a cartoon Splinter from TMNT due to lack of interest. So it's kind of annoying to see Megan's body. I can't believe there wasn't interest in Splinter.
That's interesting right there, because wouldn't you figure he's a key core character?
Yeah.
You know, I don't get that.
I mean, I would think that.
I mean, he did Bebop and Rocksteady.
I mean, they did Bebop and Rocksteady, which both look great in my opinion. But like, don't you think I would rather have a Splinter than an April O'Neil?
They did a Krang.
Yeah, and he looks great.
I don't get that. They all look great. The whole line looks great.
Yeah, I don't understand why they wouldn't do Splinter. I mean, it just seems like it would be a no-brainer.
I'm thinking that they just haven't done him yet.
Yeah, surely they're gonna. But he said that they lack of interest, but like, surely not.
I don't know. Master Splinter? Are you serious?
Yeah, Splinter would be great. Ben Cave has the Diamond Select Joker and Batman animated series bus. Those are really good.
So many great pieces that they did.
I know Dan and I had all of the little mini busts at one point, and I missed those. They were fantastic.
Yeah,
that's why I'm gonna have to get the LBS one just to kind of get my fix back. Do you think I think I might end up getting that?
Which one is that?
The animated series third scale. Yeah.
I mean, if you get it and it doesn't work with the low ES and the following that IP has, I don't think you have a problem getting rid of it.
I don't know if you watched my video where I was kind of talking about like having it kind of right as you come in the room.
I think I don't like anything by the door.
I know you don't. I know. But that's where I'm going to put all of my David Finch heroes. Oh, love it.
Oh, yeah. So then don't sell Gordon.
Yeah. I have the Diamond Select Joker and Batman animated series bus. They are incredible. Is there a preferred platform to sell statues? Actually, I just did a video on this weekend, talking a little bit about the buying and selling statues. I recommend Facebook. Ours is Batman Statue Collector Buy Sell Trade, BSC Buy Sell Trade on Facebook, and just make sure, guys, that if you ever do sell, that you're willing to take videos and put yourself on video and show the statue, show whatever the problem might be with the statue. Don't just send photos. If you're not willing to do more than that, I would not buy from you. PCS was going to do a cartoon Casey and Splinter after April. Sales of cartoon April were not good. Well, yeah, of course. I think Splinter would do better than April.
Did they put the Casey Jones up though?
Yeah, I remember seeing something with Casey.
He looks great.
He looked great.
I mean, are they considering that line the cartoon? Was there a separate line? Like maybe the cartoon ones were more animated looking or dumbed down? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I can't say for sure. I know when we were in New York, he had them all set up. I don't know if that was the cartoon line or what, but I know they look good.
Yeah.
So yeah, people were at least asking for Splinter, and I don't know about anyone asking for Jennifer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that, just like any statue company, you're like, oh, let's have a beautiful female statue. People are going to buy it. But in this case, if it's a big miss, give us Splinter.
It's bad when the rat looks better.
Yeah, I was saying, it's like complete opposite.
PCS Casey Jones 1/3 is shipping now. Okay, okay, so there is two different lines. Okay, so he's talking about cartoon line versus the more realistic third scales. Okay, that makes more sense to me. So they probably will do a third scale Splinter then. That makes more sense. Yeah, because those are phenomenal. I mean, we got to see almost all of them in New York last year.
Yeah, they had them all set up.
Which
Shredder's still my favorite, like because the cracked helmet and stuff, and that's a badass statue.
It was so good.
Yeah,
I was lucky enough to have that in this room and just to be able to see the quality of it. Like it was phenomenal. Vid Comics is laughing at Billy. I don't remember what you said, but it must have been something funny.
I say a lot of funny shit.
Do any of you have the Logan Wolverine 1/4 scale figure, the one with the cloth jeans on it? If so, what do you think of it? I like that one.
Had it twice. It's an absolutely awesome statue. I'm not usually a mixed media guy. It was only the jeans that were mixed media. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. I'm a big Wolverine Logan guy, and the storytelling based on that. I never used the like there was extra shards of glass because there was like a broken beer bottle. He's on the bar stool, so if you know some of those stories or those scenes in the movies where he's in a bar somewhere and it all goes to crap and he starts kicking ass all over the place. So you had like the pool balls on the floor, broken cue stick. It's a great piece. And yeah, it was a Daniel Bell sculpt. He was jacked. The alternate portrait was you could see the adamantium. And yeah, absolutely love that piece. That is a great statue.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I love the way it's got all the pool balls on the
pool balls on the table.
Yeah.
It's got the wood panel floor. That's a great statue.
Yeah, it's awesome. Jog Live says I just saw pictures from Wonderfest. Yeah, Wonderfest is this weekend. And it didn't look like they had any like comic book based statues. They were mostly like anime, I think, for the most part. But man, the statues they were showing were really beautiful. Really beautiful. Would any of us ever get a half scale statue? I had two at one point. I had the Ben Affleck Batman. And then I also had the Heath Ledger Joker, where I had to dress him on live camera. That was fun. A lot of you might remember that awkwardness. But would any of you get like half scale is just not for me. I don't care for that scale.
I didn't like them back in the day, like when you were doing yours, like collecting those. They looked a little stiff, but what we saw I think it was at New York, the PCS booth with
the Pure Art booth.
Oh, yeah,
Pure Art. The Assassin's Creed and all those looked fantastic. I thought those were really cool.
Yeah. The Witcher piece. Yep.
Yeah, Witcher.
Yeah, they were all really well done, I thought.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to have multiple, though, like a lot of them, unless, you put it separate from your other statues. I don't know. They always looked like Chris used to say, like those tall figures in Kmart, remember? So just,
yeah.
Yeah. The ones
I picture if I had one, it would have to be like on a podium somewhere by like in a corner or something like this. Yeah, they're so big.
They have not put out any Red Sonja photos out yet. She's not even like at like their store. Sometimes they have them on display in their store in Japan, but nothing yet. So to me, those photos do look very rendery. So I don't really know if it's 100% photos of the actual statue that's on pre-order. But man, it sure looks great from what we've seen so far. But I'm hoping that we get to see some actual photos soon of the actual statue. I have the 1/2 Ezio. Is that how you say it? Ezio? I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's worth the money. Glad to hear it. Again, the half scales are awesome. They're just not for me. I just didn't relate to them. But they are fun to watch. I mean, fun to look at from afar for me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was going to go an hour today. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to say, talk about? I know we all got stuff we got going on this afternoon with family and stuff for the Super Bowl.
Yep, go get some food.
Noise.
Pizza up. That's probably what we're going to do tonight. What about you guys?
We catered up Buffalo Wild Wings. So.
Oh, that was smart.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm doing.
You gonna eat?
Nothing fancy.
IPAs, and you're gonna watch the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit on my couch in here, and that's about it.
He's gonna go huff paint fumes for a few hours, and
I had to move the board. I was like, I can't sit in front of the board anymore. It's like the fumes are getting to me.
That's right. Well, maybe you can go take a nap or something for a little while or something.
So you guys both want the Seahawks to win? I want to know so I know how you guys are feeling as I'm watching the game later.
Yeah, I feel like they're the underdogs, so I'm gonna root for them.
I'm rooting for the Seahawks, like I said before.
Okay. Yeah, I always like the underdog. I'll go for them too, though.
Yeah. I haven't liked the Patriots since Brady was there, so can't root for them.
I don't like anything out of Boston, so doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, Stanley says Chris is in shock. There's no Chiefs. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even know what to do with myself. Like I could care less. I'm just gonna eat some pizza and watch some commercials and stuff. Hopefully, it's a decent game.
Yes, I'm rooting for a decent game.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's more than like 9-3 or something. Those games are brutal.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's gonna snow like the way
they're playing in California, right? So
yeah.
Out here it's like -20 degrees. It's crazy over here.
Oh my god.
Well, anyway, thanks for joining me today, gentlemen. Again, thanks to Billy, to your brother-in-law. That was so phenomenal of Lewis doing that for us. That was fantastic. Really great statue, and just fun to kind of check his thoughts out. Again, I'm just happy they're finally shipping because I know so many people are so excited for that one. For sure. Well, anyway, thanks again. Thank you for joining us as well. It was great to have you on the show, and hopefully, keep your dad away from those paint fumes. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you for the next Rogues. Have fun watching football. Bye, everybody. Thanks.
Take care, everyone.